where we are right now. And certainly tough times in Montauk, New York. After we find Mike Seidel, let's go to Mike right now. Mike, I got to tell you, where we happen to be, the wind feels like it has a greater ferocity just over the last 10 to 15 minutes. What's the latest for you in Montauk?
Our wind's been steady but strong. We're still sustained 25 to 30 miles an hour. Our peak gust has not topped the 45 miles an hour we had earlier. But again, it's unrelenting from the north, so it's piling up the water, so the low tide won't be as low as it should be. But with that said, we're starting to see some beach here on the other side of this boardwalk and this man-made jetty down here. We've got rocks up and down the coast here, much like you see up in New England, and that is protecting this property. It is the off-season. There are very few folks at home. Most of these homes are seasonal properties and are not being inhabited, but the properties are fine. You know, we get the sea spray up over this wall at high tide. We've got several more high tides to be concerned with. One this evening around 8, 9 o'clock, again tomorrow morning, and then again tomorrow evening. So 3 high tides. Weather Service forecasting minor coastal flooding here in Montauk. That's a downgrade from moderate yesterday, so that's heading in the right direction. As far as power outages now, last check, 850 from PSE&G, 850 customers on Long Island, Nassau, Suffolk counties. Most of those in Nassau, that's the county that abuts between here and Queens. But let me put it in perspective, under 1,000 customers without power last check. The customer base is 1.1 million, so only a few folks being impacted, and that is a good thing. And I think the reason that those customers are primarily off to our west is that's where we've had the higher wind gust. Kennedy Airport's gusted over 60, LaGuardia almost 60 miles an hour. The airports are a mess. JFK, LaGuardia, and a ground stop until 1930 Zulu. That would be 2:30 Eastern. So we'll see if they extend that ground stop at 2:30. The bottom line is hundreds of flights have been canceled, more than half the schedule in and out of LaGuardia, and a third at JFK. Luckily, the only thing they don't have is accumulated snow. There's been wet snow at the airports, but temperatures are safely above freezing. That's not the case. Oh, that was a pretty stiff gust. Now, these are pretty sporty conditions out here. Let's go to Justin Michaels, upstate in Binghamton. And Justin, I've seen your pictures. It sure is pretty, but I'm sure that a lot of folks, as we head into March, would rather not see any more snow. Am I correct?
Yeah, certainly not.